Hi my Flosstube friends, and welcome to my Counted Cross Stitch channel. My name is Amanda Mae MacNaughton, and I am a cross stitch designer, artist, and maker of all the things. And I design under the name Ardith Design, like Ardith Design Studio, Ardith Design. And you can find my designs and my blog and all the good things over at ardithdesign.com. Today we're going to talk about so many things. Okay, so we're going to talk today about my finishes. So I did personal stitching, cross stitching, and I'm going to show you a couple of my finishes. And then I'm going to show you some goodies that I bought at the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival that I went to a couple weeks ago with my kids and my husband. It's a one-of-a-kind show here that happens in Maryland. People come from all over the country and, quite frankly, like the continent of North America to come to this event, and a lot of stuff there. Anyway, I'll insert the video and stuff. All of that stuff will be at the end So I've got stuff to show you. I got a goodie bags full of goodies. Well, that was redundant. Anyway, I got a lot of good stuff, and I love cross stitch, so I'm so happy that you're here visiting with me today. I am in my studio. Things have changed a little bit. I have a what's on that wall thing going on. So I bought the, we'll talk about that. Let me show you my finishes, and then we'll talk about all the goodies around here, and then see what my kid allows me to talk about. He is really like, Mom, stop doing videos. So anyway, okay. My first finish, this is a piece. It was designed by Wild Violet Cross Stitch. It was in the Halloween Just Cross Stitch 2021 issue. I just saw an ad that there's pre-orders now for the 2022 edition of the Halloween issue. I saw a couple shop owners put out an announcement about that if you want to pre-order your magazine for this year. Anyway, this is the little sloth on her broom. I just love it so much. So I stitched this with 2 strands over 2 linen threads. This is chickpea linen. It's a linen that I got from Kitten Stitcher like 2 years ago. Time is like, whoo. But I stitched like The Light by Barbara Anna on that piece. I've stitched a bunch of stuff. Like I just keep, and then I'll cut this off, and then I'll have this little piece, and maybe I'll do another little stitch. So I just keep like using all the sheets. So yeah, this piece was super fun, and I'm excited to turn it into a little round. I think they had it finished as a round, so I'll do that. Oh, I hear a pug. Hi, sweetie. Do you want to say hi? Come here. Do you want to say hi? Come here. This is Luna Moon. She is not enjoying the Maryland thunderstorms. They've been keeping her a little antsy in her pantsy. It was really hot for a few days, so they couldn't really go out. And then now stuff's growing, and they don't like getting their paws wet. It's like a whole big thing. Pugs are very special. They're very special little puppy dogs, aren't you? Yeah, are you looking for the ball? Where's the ball? Where is it? Look at that tail. Where's the ball? Where'd it go? Can you go get it? Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. She'll be back. All right. Oh, here you are. Yeah, speaking of being back. Okay. Okay. So, I also I've been working on the advent calendar by, Laura Daub, D-A-U-B. And like I have a bunch of like so I started working on all my little scrap pieces. I've been putting aside to work on her, like it's like a witchy advent calendar. I'm using from my stash, my personal from Color and Cotton, like from her thread clubs. So I pulled a bunch of like Christmassy prim brights colors, and using that to work on the advent calendar. She had it available for free for a period of time last year. Like she released a pattern like every day in December. I think Julie of Colorado Kansas City girl in a Colorado world. I think she like stitched the whole thing up, but don't quote me on that. What I'm doing, I'm stitching this advent calendar, and I'm not including the days on it, so that if I need to go back and if I want to switch stuff around, and there's some days that I don't want to, some of the designs I don't want to stitch and some I do, so I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to finish this advent calendar. Does that make sense? Like, so I'm just kind of going, I downloaded, I can't, so it's the Merry Witchmas Advent Calendar. Let me show, like Merry Witchmas Advent Calendar, and this is the artist, the Laurel Stitch Witch Cross Stitch. So you can search her and find her stuff. Hi, doll baby, I love you.
So the package at the front door.
There's a package at the front door?
Yeah.
Ah, yay! Okay, we'll go see it in a minute. So I'm just showing all my little stitches that I've done so far. I've shown these before, but I'm showing them again. All the different days. So there, that like that's had a 13, but I didn't add the 13. There's like the little house with the snow. Another little mushroom. Thank you, sweetie. I'm showing these for the advent calendar here. And then there's 4, do I have 4 little ones that I finished? Yes, so I did this one. This was a piece I dyed. It's 14 count Aida fabric that I dyed. It's a tiny little piece, and it says Yule Potion. And so I stitched that. I did not stitch the date or the day pattern, and then I did not put the spider web and the spiders because they're not my favorite, are they? Yeah, I don't like them. All right, the other finish I did was this one, the witch. I made a mistake on her hair, but don't tell anyone, and her eyes, don't tell anyone. So her face is a little wonky, but that's okay. I think she's super cute, and I like the variegation of the green. This one is supposed to have the date, and then it's supposed to say Witch's Brew on the bottom here. Witch's Brew, but I liked it just as is, so I just stitched it without the date and without the back stitch lettering that said Witch's Brew. And then this is the cat that I finished. So I'm getting closer and closer, working on the days as I can. I pretty much ran out of like scrap fabric, so I guess I gotta get my booty in gear and make some more get some remnant pieces. I've got 3, I say 3 loosely, so I have one piece here, this piece of fabric from off dye that I did for the fabric that I did for the little turkey, my little turkey that I did. So this was one of the test batch fabrics, and I cut that, and then I have this one, and it looks like if I could get 2 different designs on that. It's like an even weave if I do that. So the colors, I tried to kind of keep them all like in the same kind of color family, but as you can see with this potion one, that one sticks out like a sore thumb. So I need to do a couple on like another like Aida cloth that's that color, so it's not just one random one. Hi, sweetie. Are you getting hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm working on it. So I got Sloth because Halloween 365 and Christmas 365. And then here's some other finishes that I did. So I was thinking about cutting this fabric off and then using that on there, but the color is different. So that was one of the, and then the Prairie Schooler. So I've got a little collection, as you see, of little Christmas ornament goodies that I've got you can't be in my video. Christmas ornament thingies that I have been working on. And then I've got goodies from the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival, and I'll show you those in a minute, but let's do the what's on my wall, and then I'm going to take a short little break. I got to finish making dinner, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about more cross-stitch stuff. So what's on my wall? This is the big sampler that my friend Grace got for me that she gifted me. So let me see if I can bend this over here. So there's this. This is the gift she gave me as well. I have, this is a metal, like a vintage Singer, but it's a new piece, but it's supposed to look vintage. I got this from the thrift store. This is one of my Save the Stitches pieces, and it looked like someone did like an ephemera collection of their vintage handkerchiefs and embroidery and put it in a frame. I still have like the Goodwill sticker up in the corner there that I that I haven't taken off, but I just thought it was so precious, and the bird is really pretty, and I like vintage handkerchiefs, so it called to me. So that's my what's on my wall. All right, be back in a few. Alrighty, this is my little slideshow of the 2022 Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival that happened at Howard County Fairgrounds in Maryland here in the United States. It's a really interesting show. It's one of a kind, really, and I'm happy that we got to go and pet all the goodies, all the good little sheep. They're awesome. I want to say that this video is not sponsored. I'm just excited to show you some of the booths and vendors that were at the show that allowed me to take photos of their good wares and their sheep and all the good stuff. So without further ado, here we go. So the Chesapeake Fibershed, creating a sustainable and regenerative fiber cycle in the Maryland Chesapeake Bay region.
The background is merino bat mohair bat from Lisa Check at Flying Goat Farm. The letters are merino wool from Black Sheep Farm, and the rest of the wool comes from various producers here in the area: Breezebook Farm, Three Graces Farm, Solitude Wool, Simple Hill Farm, and several others if you stop at all.
Here is the list of people who participated in the Chesapeake Fibershed event. Here's some marigolds that natural dye to make it so beautiful, and here are some other beautiful threads, all dyed by natural materials found in the region. Some really cool books, herbs. This booth was one of my favorites. The noble breed, the Scottish Blackface. So all these beautiful sheep. Here's some wool applique, a booth. Such beautiful stuff. This had beautiful yarns. Here is some rug hooking, and that booth was really cool. My kids would not let me stay and look at it, but I wanted to. Here is some needle felted cat beds and wool finger puppets. Everything really tailored to the wool enthusiast and the sheep enthusiast. Oh, these maple seasoning, maple syrup vendor, amazing. I bought some amazing stuff from them. Checkmate Farm, beautiful stuff. This here is Clay Monster. She's out of Baltimore, and I bought a couple little pieces that she had to hold scissors in, and it's so awesome. Her stuff is really beautiful. She has a really interesting point of view as far as an artisan and a maker. Here is Pause and Reflect Fused Glass, specializing in sheep and all the cute things. So they had some really neat soap dishes that I thought might be fun to maybe hold, like a scissor caddy, or hold your little bits and bobs at your sewing table. They're just really precious. Look at all of this beautiful yarn. Now, I do not knit, nor do I really crochet, but I can appreciate a beautiful yarn when I see it. Here's some roving packs, hand-dyed, just an idea of just all of the different products and applications there are for wool. Here's the competition, like needle felted squirrel and chicken here that's made. So these are all things that were placed, like lace, knitting, the hat making, and they have notes and feedback about the product, each of their finished pieces and why they got the ribbon, some insightful feedback. I really like this horse here. It was needle felted, and it looked like it won one of the special awards. Here is a mythical dragon, also needle felted. This is crochet, little doll outfit. Such beautiful things. They said, please do not touch the display items. And there were judges, people on hand, literally wearing white gloves. If you wanted to look at something, they could pick it up for you. Here is a really nice lady. She allowed me to film her using her wheel. She had her comfy slippers on. It had rained the day before. We were there on the second day for this event, and there was a lady next to her with a giant spinning wheel. It was just really neat to see. Okay, the Chesapeake Region Lace Guild. I had a wonderful time with these ladies and kind of seeing what they were doing and making. I'm really blown away by the traditional use and the lace. Oh my gosh, and the bobbins there. Really, really beautiful. One of the guild members was really nice and talked to me about the different bobbins she had and the different types of lace. She had a display that talked about all the different types of lace, and she went in depth with me. So there's different handmade, like Denmark lace, different types made. Her name was Peggy. She allowed me to take photos and to talk about this, all her different work. And if you're interested in the guild and joining the guild, it's in the Maryland, Baltimore area, and they have different emphasize different things that you can learn and specialize in if you are into making lace or doing tatting.
In the town of Toyna, they made lace caps, and this is the part of a cap.
Okay.
Not the whole piece. It could also be used as an insertion if you wanted to have, cut your sleeve open and then put the lace in there, or in the front or something.
And you said it's called Danish?
The town is T-O with a slash through it. I can't think of the name of that letter. T-O-N-D-E-R.
That's so cool.
And
it's so beautiful.
It's easier on the board to show you the different styles.
Yeah, this was a fun little booth. The Wool Wax and Cream Skincare, they were doing the Maryland Make It contest. So you could make with the felted wool different flowers and stuff. And I bought a bag of scrap wool pieces for embellishing cross stitch and wool applique stuff. So the Make It with Wool, it was just really neat. Oh, this guy, he was so cool. He was so nice. He was showing us how you put the unprocessed wool in, and you go back and forth, and it kind of sifts out and gets out any dirt or twigs or anything that could have picked up, out on the farm or out and about in a nice big bag there. So he was going back and forth, and my kids just thought it was so neat to see. So we just watched, and then the kids started picking up stuff. They helped a lot. Here's some of the machines to do socks, and the lady was demonstrating, and she had a long thing of socks, like half finished, and then it'd start a new one with the machine. It was like a scarf of just half-made socks. I hope you enjoyed this little slideshow. Of course, check out the vendors on your own. So many amazing farms, individuals, vendors. It was overwhelming. We ate the carnival style food, lemonade, all the good stuff. No funnel cake, but cotton candy was definitely eaten. Not by the sheep, but by my children, of course. And I hope you had a great time. I don't know. There's just so much to do. Well, I got to get some wool thread for cross stitch, definitely. But a lot of the other fiber arts were very well represented. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy stitching, happy creating. Take care.